I gotta start over. I'm gonna say welcome, welcome, welcome to everyone joining us for the 10th anniversary celebration of TCCA, which is the Technology and Curriculum Conference of Aldine. Uh, everybody, this is the last session of the day. Woohoo! We made it. I want to say we are excited to recognize attendees from all over the world who are registered to be with us today. My name is Shaina Glass, and I'll be hosting this session with my co-host Anna. And before I introduce the presenters, I want to go over a few items with you. The title of this session is Get Ready, Set, Code, Expand Your Computer Science Opportunities, and it will promptly end at 3:50 today. So that we can wrap up. My script says to prepare for the next session, but it's going to be to end our Saturday because it's going to be the end of Saturday for TCCA. So if you have any questions during the presentation, please enter them into the chat, and me and Anna and my co-host, other co-host on this session, Henry, we will answer those questions for you. Towards the end of the session, I will give the presenter 10 minutes. I'll let you know that there's 10 minutes remaining, and to allow for wrap up and to answer any of your questions. With that being said, let me introduce your presenters who are joining us from Aldine, Houston, CSTA. Let me tell you about who's in the room. All right, so I am going to give a bio. This is really weird. This is the first session where the host is also the presenter. They're laughing at me, by the way. You don't recognize that Henry is rolling over there. Let me start off by introducing Henry. Henry Ramirez is not only one of the presenters, he's really a good friend of mine. Just awesome colleague. We have worked together for a number of years in various capacities, but our passion for computer science has shined through time and time again to where we are now presenting together, even if it's virtual. Henry has been a classroom teacher for 12 years, 17 years instructional technology specialist, and he is the CSTA Greater Houston Vice President. And weirdly enough, Anna is laughing in the background as well. Weirdly enough, I'm Shaina Glass, and I am the host of this room. And I am also honored to be the president of CSTA Greater Houston. I'm going to do a better job. I promise. It's been a rough year. Y'all know that. But I'm president. I'm also have a couple of other titles. So I am the regional partner manager for Rice University School Mathematics Project in partnership with Code.org. So I support all of the Code.org facilitators from elementary through high school for the Greater Houston area and surrounding counties. I also am I almost forgot my actual job, my daily job. I am the program director for technology applications in STEM in Aldine Independent School District here in Houston, Texas, where I support all of our computer science teachers. So if you're in the room, give a shout out. I'm gonna come on over to the comments so I can see all these wonderful people saying, yay, hey, hey. We have lots of people on here who are definitely supportive of this. And I see Rita. Look at that. I'm gonna stay focused. But and lastly, I did want to share that I am a 2020-21 CSTA Equity Fellow. So I am the only one here in the state of Texas that is an Equity Fellow. And so lots to share on what's going on this presentation. So I'm going to stop talking and let Henry share his story and his journey with CSTA, and then we will go in. We're going to go in.
Oh, so I'm up. Oh, okay. All right. Okay, so just real quick, it's an interesting story because Shana is right. She and I go way back. We were both DLSs. She probably doesn't even remember when I first met her when she applied for my old job at Jones Elementary as an
Mhm.
ITech, and I was on the board. So I won't say congrats for not getting that job, but she advanced further on. I get in trouble all the time. So anyway, so we go back a long ways. Don't lose it. So going on, this has been a
I'm muted.
passion. Okay. This has been a passion of mine for a long time. This goes back to when I first was in classroom teaching and had two kids. My son fell in love with Nintendo. And back when I was in, oh gosh, Anderson Academy and Aldine ISD, I did a language program and I got 5 Apple iMacs. Remember the ones with the bubble and all the colors? So that was my introduction, kinda. And I fell in love with Apple Claris Works. How old are you guys? So that was an intro. And then my son falls in love with Nintendo. He wants to be a gamer. Long story short, we just go on and on and on. So I just really fell in love with that. Met Wayne Persons, who was a tech at Anderson at the time, asked me if I wanted to do the job, and I got the job and did that for 17 years. Within that time frame, as things advanced for technology and computer science, and my son now going to high school and then going to college for computer science. And at that time, it was an Humble ISD. I know, Shane, I'll hurry up. So that was great. He did that. Then he went to college in Laterno, small Christian college, and did very well. So he tells me at his graduation, "Hey, Dad, I got an email from Google. They want to interview me." I went, "Say what? 1 month out and you already got an interview?" So he did. He went through. Their interviews are a test. Here's some scenarios, and what are you going to do? If you're good enough, we'll give you a job at Google. He didn't do well. So, I mean, he tried his best, but he didn't do well. And then Laterno, hint, hint for your kids, has a pathway from the professors to Apple. So we knew a friend there. So we did the same thing, interviewed with Apple, got the spot. So I kid with him. He's been there 5 years now. That he's my inspiration to get into computer science teaching. So I did tech clubs and so on when I went to Davis Ninth, and really got the bug. Went to We Teach CS the very first time. Holy cow, CSTA in Omaha, Nebraska. Everything that I could get my hands on. And I was, for being up here, for knowing, having the skill set, I was down there. So I was as beginner as you could get, but I loved the content. Time went on, time went on, time went on. I found out about CSTA. This was 3, 4 years back. And the guys at Spring Branch, bless your hearts, y'all did great. Karen Justel was leading the program. She was the director at that time. And asked me if I would run for one of the offices because I was the only person that would come to every single meeting. We met at Rice University. And I just enjoyed it. It was so much fun. And then the next year, I ran for vice president. Marty Daniels at Houston ISD ran for president. So we did that this last year, and did what we could. That was the Omaha conference. And I fell in love with CSTA. If you've never been to a conference, you got to go, especially with it being virtual. You got to go. You will be amazed with what this organization does. The information, the community, seeing what all the other organizations around the country, Arkansas, I just admire Virginia. California has so many. We've got 4 now here in Texas, but it was wonderful to see how what was there that we didn't know about. So it was a matter of connecting those that love this stuff but don't know how to get in touch with others. So that was my intro. Shaina comes along and I'm like, dude, you'd be perfect for this to run for president. So we met at, I think the Rice USMP and held a quick little meet, had a great turnout. And now the guys are connected and we're trying to interact with everyone that we can. I've seen some people here at TCCA that were my old cohort at UT Dallas for code.org CS principles. which I hope to teach someday. But being in this organization, you get so much support, you get so many resources, even if you just do the free. But if you do the CSTA Plus, I got a discount for Pluralsight. And someone like me that needs to learn more about the advanced CS, it's a very expensive software, but they offered it to us CSTA Plus guys for 99 bucks. That's a great investment for a guy like me. So it's a great organization. Shaina's running ours now, and she's saying it hasn't been a great year. Honestly, she's doing a great job. I'm not going to just tout my boss. I'm saying we're really advancing and things. Yeah, you are. You know it. You're good. You're good, you. My De Niro, you're good, you're good. And so now meeting Dan and the guys in Austin and El Paso is very impressive, what I've seen from them. Uh, we're gonna skyrocket. So please jump on board. It's just amazing what this national organization does, and what we can do now here in Texas and in our own little niche of greater Houston area. Please jump on board. You will not regret it. There's good people here. Our team is growing with Ian from Fort Bend and Stephen from Clear Creek. So we're growing and we're getting better, and the sky is the limit. Take it, boss.
Let me jump in where Henry is, and it's not taken away. We're gonna work through this together. But you're not gonna make me break down because I'm gonna start. I'm gonna not cry, but I'm rolling over here. I'm trying not to. I wish I could be like Anna and just turn off my camera. But we're gonna get through this together. We're gonna get through this together. All right. So let me tell you what Henry was talking about. Yes, ma'am. You can still join. So what is TC? What is TCCA? What is CSTA? CSTA stands for Computer Science Teachers of America. No, Computer Science Teachers Association. And it is not limited to just computer science teachers. So if you are not officially teaching a computer science class at your school, that is okay. If you want to teach your kids how to code, then this is where you need to get those additional resources. I'm watching the questions, and you are in the right place. The goal of this is to build a strong local community. CSTA is a large national entity and even international entity. However, we can keep it close knit because the Houston greater metropolitan area is its own country, right? We are larger than some states. So it's really important that we build that strong sense of community right in our own backyards, whether that is a tenth of an acre or 50 acres, right? So the important part is to build professional learning communities that enable for our CS teachers and educators to grow. We want to make sure that you can feel just as connected, communicating across from each other here locally to even reaching out on social media or within our CSTA platforms with people all over the globe. We do, as Henry mentioned, we do have an annual CSTA conference, and it was simply amazing. I have been to three now, two face to face and one virtual. And I must say, the virtual outshined the others. I hope they're not watching it, but it's so true. The connections that were made, the sessions that you could attend, the people I connected with were spot on. And last year they gave thousands of scholarships to teachers to attend. So you got to go at no cost. If you are in this chat right now and you were one of those that received a scholarship, please give a shout out in the post. Let everybody know how easy it was for you to get a scholarship just by saying, I got one, I got one, I got one. Let's see who all got a scholarship. I can even say I got one. um, is this year, it is going to happen in July. And right now it is open if you would like to present. Someone who just presented should definitely sign up to present before November 8th. So um, I put it, it does say on here this little statement about engaging educators in CS policy. It's not a little statement. We are going to talk about that in more detail. So who and what is CSTA Greater Houston? It is a core of group officers. I'm the president. Henry is the VP. Vicki from Spring Branch is our treasurer. We just brought on board Ian McIntyre from Fort Bend ISD. If you don't know him, you will. He is going to help us with community partnerships. And we brought in Steve Onborn from Clear Creek ISD, who's going to help us make sure we get all of our messaging out to each and every one of you. Because I know everybody, all of you in this group right now who's watching us live are going to become members. So make sure there's no reason for you not to be. It is 100% free to become a member. So we try to host at least 4 meetings a year. That was our goal. We've already met our goal for the year, but we're going to keep going. Just because we met it doesn't mean that we stop. We bring in guest speakers. We run like an ed camp-esque styled PD when we do have meetings, which means that you learn what you want to learn, where you want to learn it. So if it's something you want to know, then you bring those questions forward, and that is what we will discuss. And it's all about building community. So definitely attend. Now, it's free to become a CSTA member, but you want to take it a step above. So if you can become a CSTA Plus member, why? Like today, you're at TCCA, you're seeing all these sessions. You won't have access to all of these sessions forever. But when you're a CSTA Plus member, you get access to any session that has been recorded forever. They don't go away. So you can go back and always learn. You don't have to worry about trying to figure out what that person say 3 months ago. They give a lot of freebies. Like right now, there's a really nice freebie, and for some swag. Well, it's not really swag. It's some actual instructional resources you can use in your classroom. And there's deep discounts on different resources and tools for robots. It's like one of those hit and miss. It's like Black Friday all the time. And then there's priority access and discounted registration to their conference in all conferences. So right now there is a conference in New England that is just like TCCA, but it's being shown across, just like TCCA, it's being shown all across the country. Well, you get prior access to that and discounts to join that, and you'll get to participate. Even if I can't today, I can go back and participate and watch those sessions at a later time because I am a CSTA Plus member. Okay, so you might be wondering, well, what happens to the money? The cost to be a CSTA Plus member is $50 a year. Half of those funds go back directly to local chapters. So we can host professional development, we can host competitions for students, we can give to events, so we can become partners with local events that you have on your campus. We can do those things because of the CSTA dues that members pay. Yes, we can actually do all of this together. Now, what can you do today? What can you actually do? There's 3 different levels of support that you can give. You pick which one you feel is something that you can walk away doing. Can you, one, send out an email just to people in your network and tell them about there's something that you learned about CSTA and they too should join. Do you have to be a computer science teacher? No. So definitely spread the word. Exactly. If just share it with your network. Join CSTA. Join CSTA. Medium. Maybe you can do a little bit more than just sending an email. How about you identify your principal, maybe, because they may need to know that. Maybe your district leaders or your boss. Maybe they need to know that they need to come and join this because they have a higher influence that can help with computer science policies that affect us here locally or in your city or state, wherever you are watching this. Or maybe it's high. So maybe they want to actually get involved on the leadership capacity. You figure out where you fit and start there. Tell us how you, as a member, as a joining member of CSTA, can participate and help out. No pressure. I put these in. So what does CSTA do? They share what's going on around the city, the state, and across the US. I am going to drop the link into, actually I did. I think I put it on YouTube, the link to the presentation, and in it there are all of these things that are going on. So next week, actually on Tuesday, CSTA is having a new member orientation where once you become a member, they will tell you all about CSTA and the ins and outs and everything that you may have questions about. Second, I've spoken with my VP who's over here on the side, and I said, what if we had a CSTA meetup for October on Halloween? So I'm gonna talk about that in a couple minutes. But we went on to schedule it because why not? Why ask why? Just do it, right? And then there's going to be a CSTA Engage, which is a like mini conference format that's going to happen on November 12th. And once you become a member, you'll get the newsletter that will give you all of this information, and it's automatically built in on their calendars. So you know where this is. And then this last one is when you become a CSTA Plus member, you get this benefit. And this fidget here is a freebie. So right now, if you're a CSTA member, you can sign up and they will send you a free fidget that you can use in your classroom with your students. And then on the 19th, then you will have it to go through the webinar with. So those are a few of those things that you should be aware of. Now, you just spent a whole day in PD. Thank you for being here. Most of you, or even if you just, this is your first session for the day. Well, Emphasis Foundation are partnering with Mouse, and they're providing free virtual training for teachers across the country. And if you click on the presentation and you click, ooh, look at that, Jenny. If you click on the image, it will take you to the registration link for you to sign up for these free sessions. Now, I know if you're here in Aldine, we are not Google Classroom. Do not shoot the messenger. I just know that. Okay. But, Henry, but there are other things that you can do with our Google Apps for Education subscriptions, right? We are a Google district, as a lot of districts are. You can attend some of these PDs to help you further your knowledge of this. So, and they're free, which is not normal. That doesn't happen all the time. Something else that is here, and I don't know if you'll be able to see my tab if I share this, but I've actually hyperlinked. This has been the conversation if you've been on this feed for most of the day, if you've been on this YouTube channel, you know that a lot of people have been talking about the state of computer science education. And I have actually linked on here to the Texas state of computer science. So you can get all of the data and information. Like, all of you should know that computer science is required here in the state of Texas. All students, all high schools are required to offer computer science in their schools. I don't know if you know that. I don't know if you knew that. Also, that with House Bill 3, that there is funding available for every course taught from 7th to 12th grade. So check out this data because it's really important. And I'm speaking high school language, but I know that several of you are from different grade bands, right? This impacts you because if the only way you get students to take these courses in high school is from them getting that foundation in as low as kindergarten. Like, they need to learn computational thinking skills. If they don't know, how will they know? And if you were here for most of the day and you heard our keynote speak, you know that this is what he was describing. He was saying we need to move everyone forward. So I'm going to say this and then I'm going to stop talking to let Henry chime in. So I spoke about that that meetup next Saturday. Here is the link for you to RSVP. It will be an October virtual meetup. and it is going to just be an hour. I said 10:30 to 11:30, so it's like your Saturday brunch. It's not going to be as long as TCCA, I promise. But there's a catch. We want you in costume. We want you to come in your digs, and we're going to vote. And the winner gets a gift card. So that will be lunch. So join us for an hour to get additional updates on things upcoming for November and December, um, around the world of computer science. And if you're not a member, here's the link to join. So I know several of you are asking for and I don't want to switch my tab out, asking for the link for the presentation. I'm going to grab that now. And if you have any questions, go ahead and drop it in here. Henry, is there anything you want to add on anything that I've shared?
Yeah, everything looks fine. As everything as Shane has stated, the resources available, like I mentioned also, just my having the discount for the plural site, that made my year, because I mean the information and the other items that are available, and then the camaraderie. Uh, she may be downplaying this, but this is really cool the way these guys are coming together, which was a dream of mine. And we started out kind of small. Karen had great ideas. Marty had some ideas also as well. But here we're coming in and kind of being forced with this COVID stuff. I know one of the big issues was, and we even mentioned, well, why don't we just move the meetings around? Because I got my buddy Joey in Waller. We got Amanda here in Humble. It was tough for people, and as widespread as Houston was, to get around. So these virtual ones that we're doing are allowing everyone to kind of get to know each other, see what's out there. The superstars at Bel Air and HISD, and just the cool stuff that's out there, and for us to be able to get to know each other again with these ed camp type style get-togethers that we have to share ideas, and whether it be for a digital journal or a physical journal or anything where stuff's being shared, it's worth it for that on its own. But as you come and you show up, and like Shaina said, we our goal is 4 meets, and we're past that already. And this one sounds fun, the October one. So we're also going to discuss in the November one things coming up for Hour of Code, for CESW, Computer Science Education Week. So we're going to talk about, well, what are y'all doing in Humble? What are we doing in New Caney, Clear Creek, Spring Branch, Klein, HISD, what everybody just brainstorm, come up with stuff, and we're kind of reaping the rewards of everyone finally coming together, where we're our own little islands all over the place. But now that this organization is really gelling and coming together under great leadership, we're really doing good things. So that's why we're saying, and gosh, we got 32 in here paying attention. So yeah, jump on board and watch what we do, and then give your 2 cents. Ask questions if you're curious, or offer comments if there's something you're doing that others could benefit from. And that's how we're going to grow. I mean, just for example, like Ian, who is now going to help with community. Ian's a master at technovation with what the kids are doing in Fort Bend, the girls down there, for app development, and they've gone way advanced what I could do and I want to. So that type of scenario, to where there's someone in our ranks that can do great stuff and others can glean from that. So joining, that you would reap the rewards just by joining for that, but there's so much more to offer, and we're doing cool stuff. So definitely join just to see what's going on.
Okay, so I have dropped several links, including the presentation link, inside of the chat while you guys were talking. Ooh, thanks, Tom. I will fix that. So I've also included about the virtual conference. They have already made the decision to make the 2021 conference virtual again. It was supposed to be in Chicago, and they have already shifted it because of the unknowns and the amount of time that it takes for planning. But that's okay, because it's still going to be an amazing conference. If you are Oh, excellent. If you are a CSTA member already, not that you have to be, um, but you have something you want to share that you do in your classroom, I highly encourage you to put in that you are going to present. Partner up, you know, whatever it is that makes you feel comfortable. Um, Go ahead and do that so that we are all in your graces. We are going to celebrate you as we do. I'm going to stop sharing my screen real quick and I'm going to bring it back up. And if you have questions, let me know. The reason I'm going to bring my screen back up is because I'm going to show you oh yeah, I'm going to show you the website and some of the features that are built in that many people overlook, that CSTA actually offers, which I think is amazing. So hopefully you can see my screen. And I am on the CSTA, which is called csteachers.org website. And I actually just came over from memberships. This is where you would join. But I wanted you to see that they have, if you are high school, they have a CS Honor Society for your students. So your students can apply to become a part of the CS Honor Society. And then there's lots of awards that you can apply for and be recognized for. So there is awards for CS teaching excellence. There's the Champions of CS awards, and it's done annually. There is the Cutler Bell Prize for high school seniors, and then there's the CSTA Volunteer of the Year Award. So something that if you know someone who's giving back, they definitely can do. One of my favorite features is this CS Standards and Resources tab, because this is where the good stuff is. And well, I am signed in, but I think you can see this without even being signed in. One, Texas is still working on this. We have standards for high school, but they are currently working on expanding the standards for elementary and below. But CSTA is where everyone goes to get these resources. And what you need to know is that if you wanted to see how this is something that could be done in your classroom, you can select the level and the concept. Everyone has algorithms, and then you can pick the sub concept, and then it gives you exactly what that objective is. This is beyond cool. This is not something I don't even, our state standards, if you're here in Texas, doesn't even do that. So think about that. Think about that. CSTA voice. These are articles on things that's happening. This MIT right here, these are amazing. We just wrapped up Hispanic and Latinx Heritage Month. Phenomenal article. I know the young lady who wrote it. Phenomenal article on resources that are available on how to share that with your students to be more reflective of themselves in your classroom. Because it's all about making sure that it's more equitable experiences. And we all know, regardless if it's computer science or not, that it's about making sure students see themselves so that they know that they too can become, you know, who they want to be. So make sure you see that. I did click back, but here is the 2020 State of Computer Science Education, which I dropped the link in here. And it's also linked on a presentation that talks about addressing those inequities. And the focus this year is illuminating disparities, right? So we're looking at our students with disabilities as we all need to be advocates for them as they learn computer science as well. Because some of them, uh, as with all of our kids, their strength is in programming. They can read ways that we can't. And we should celebrate that because that's huge. CS for Good, Henry mentioned it very briefly. But if this is new for you, as far as computer science education is concerned, uh, definitely jump on to learn and dig deeper. In December, the second week in December, is Computer Science Education Week. And everyone will be highlighting Computer Science Education Week. Um, the focus, normally when you think of Computer Science Education Week, You think of the hour of code. And you know, you instantly, when you think that, you think of code.org. Code.org's focus is CS for good. Well, I happen to know that there's going to be an expansion on that, and it's going to be CS for social justice. Okay. Think that through, right? So think about now how your kids can use computer science to amplify that for their voice. And there's lots of resources here. These are flyers you can posters you can download. There's lots of trading cards that you can give students, instructional guidance on things that you can do with your students, videos, questions. All of these resources are here for you for this. Here is the professional development opportunities. This changes daily. If you ever need or feel like you need to learn something, check out this. And I like this because you can type in free and find out the sessions that are available, that everyone is trying to provide, and make sure that everyone is able to teach computer science. You can pick by grade level bands. So that can help if you have questions, especially for that question that came up earlier on how do you provide this if my school doesn't, right? If my child's school does not offer computer science, what resources are available to help them? This is where you could start. So I think that we have covered just about everything. And timing is great because it's Friday. And I'm going to stop and just see if you have any questions or if anyone wants to share. I know Tom shared a link.
That was for my food in Chicago.
I just said, yeah, I really want to go to Chicago too. I don't know when we're going to be able to do that. But if anyone has any questions, I want to thank all of you for joining us. This one is, it looks like we're going to end a little early, which is not a problem at all. I just wanted to make sure, one, that everyone here is a member. So before you leave, definitely place, I'll put this up on the screen. Definitely place your message in the message board. I'm in. If you are a member, just type in the message board that I'm in so we can see how many members we have in attendance. Oh, this is scary, Henry. No one's saying I'm in. Oh, good. Okay, we got one. And if you're already a member, just let us know. Our goal, something else I'll share that we're working on, just like TCCA, we are actually working on a Texas virtual CSTA conference to bring all 5 regional chapters together in one hub. So hopefully all of you will be able to attend. More information will be coming soon. And if you have RSVP, phenomenal. We'll see you next Saturday. Start getting your costume ready because we're ready to give away some cash.
From the neck up.
Yeah, from the neck up. From the neck up. So that means you can make it work. Oh, great. So Henry, we hit a cap of 38. And we had 38 people on deck.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, that's great. Oh, Steve's in. Yay! So I just want to say thanks. We do know that it's been a hard year, and that means that it's been really hard to try to push computer science. I know several of you on here are advocates and are pushing for computer science. Like I just keep seeing Jamie's on here. Jamie is primary, guys, and she has one of the most active, if the most active, coding club for primary students. That means pre-K and kinder students in our district, and they come faithfully. And so now they are prepping kindergarten to learn computer science and core content classes. So just know everybody is from the littles all the way up are making sure that these kids learn computer science. And I'm just super excited that all of you are joining us. So, oh, the link, I can put the link back up here so you can RSVP. Maybe. Oh no, I hope the network not down. I put it in here earlier. Oh, sorry. I know we're recorded, but I am on. Oh no, I don't know. Here, oh, I'll put it on the screen. There's the link. So scroll back up. It's in the chat for you to RSVP. Oh, you know what? That's because I'm probably in present mode. Oops, that didn't help. There. Here you go. We do rock, Gloria. I'm sorry. Y'all do rock. Absolutely, absolutely. There's the link to RSVP, and it's a meetup. So it will also come in email form for those of you who are members. But if you are not, if you are newly a member, then that's the link that you can use. And Henry is dropping the CSTA link for you all. So something I'm going to ask, and this is a challenge, if you're on social media, I'm going to put back up on the screen CSTA, and I'm going to make it a little bigger. And I want you to tweet out that you are in this with us. So I want you to tag, and let me put it in the banner. I can do that. Oh, and hopefully no one left because I need to give you the secret word. So let me give you the secret word first. There's the secret word for the last session. And this was a success. I also want to say thank you to my co-host Anna, and I want to thank Henry for being here, sharing his story and his journey as oops, I didn't mean to do that. I don't know what I'm doing. I think I need to turn the wrong thing off. Oh, how did I do that? I'm in the wrong thing. This is a lot. Hold on, let me turn it off. There. Okay. Okay. You have to turn stuff off before you turn stuff on. Okay, so let me get you the banner for the password again. Remember, it is case sensitive, so the password is success. And then I'm also going to put in the Twitter handle for CSTA Greater Houston. And this is the challenge to each of you before you walk away. The challenge is to tweet out this image. Tweet out this image that you are in with CSTA. I want you to just tweet it out. Here is the Twitter handle. And I'll put mine and Henry's. Is that good? I think you can see ours. Henry is kicking it. Can't see. I'm blind.
Kicking it at tech.
Right? Oh my gosh. It's been a day, y'all. All right. I made it a ticker. There it is. So CSTA Greater Houston, kicking it EdTech, SVIC Glass. There's the image. Oh, you can't see it. It's been a day. Okay. Henry, smile.
I need lunch. I haven't had lunch yet. Now can I chew my gum?
Yes, you can see.
Okay.
That's why we're gonna get off in a minute. Anna, you know that what we do. Anna knows, y'all. Anna knows. Anna is our co-host, and she knows. She knows. She knows. So we're all in this together. We got you. Everything's gonna be great and gravy.
Let's go.
Aww.
Let's go.
Yes. So let's do it. Let's do it. I hope to see some phenomenal costumes next week because we have some money to share. With that, remember the word. Everybody should know the word is, what did I say it was? Success.
Success. Capital S.
Success. Can you put two of them on at once? No, it took over the other one. So, super secret word is success, and we made it, y'all. Thank you all for attending. Please go and enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Believe you me that I am. And I know Henry is. He's ready to eat.
Go Dynamo.
Yes, I am planning on doing a little post on my experience today with CCCA. So be looking out for that if you follow me on Twitter. I'm gonna switch the time to AM right now. I'm gonna go on the meetup as soon as I cancel this meeting. It was success. Oh no, it should be two C's, right? Isn't success? Yeah, it should be two C's.
That's because that's in Java. Steve.
Two C's. Two C's.
COBOL.
Two C's.
Haskell.
Oh my goodness. All right,
Fortran.
guys. It's been great. Yes, we're all waving. We're all waving. Have a wonderful afternoon. I am going
Thanks,
to
everyone.
broadcast now. Bye.